Welcome to the fourth module of our PMO Operational Excellence Training. In this session, we will focus on the essential practices of planning and tracking operations. Our goal is to move beyond simple updates and help you build, monitor, and maintain projects that deliver predictably and successfully. By the end of this module, you will understand the fundamentals of project planning, support the development of comprehensive project plans, track critical milestones, manage RAID logs, and proactively monitor project variance. You'll gain the skills to turn raw data into actionable insights for the whole team. What does planning really mean? It is not just about creating a timeline. True planning establishes the foundation for predictable delivery. This includes defining the scope, setting a realistic timeline, establishing key milestones, and properly assessing resources and risks to form a solid, reliable project baseline. Why do many projects fall behind? Often it is due to missing foundational elements like unclear scope, overly optimistic estimates, or weak governance. When these gaps exist, projects quickly lose predictability, leading to reactive firefighting instead of proactive management. To achieve a solid plan, we follow a consistent process. First, gather clear requirements. Then, define the project scope, break the work into a structured breakdown, estimate effort and resources, and finally, gain approval for the project baseline. This flow ensures every aspect of the project is accounted for. Scope management starts with clarity. Requirements must be traceable, prioritized, and estimable. As a project coordinator or PMO, your role is to aggregate this scope, maintain real-time tracking, and govern any changes to prevent uncontrolled expansion that can derail your project timeline. A work breakdown structure is essential for organizing and tracking work. By breaking complex deliverables into manageable units, you gain better visibility, improve the accuracy of your estimates, and ensure that every task can be tracked back to the parent module or feature. Milestones serve as the vital checkpoints of your project. Beyond tracking individual tasks, they represent key business commitments, like design finalization, system integration, and final user acceptance. They allow stakeholders to quickly assess project health and ensure we are on the right track for final delivery. A realistic timeline must account for more than just work hours. It must be dependency-aware, resource-aware, and risk-aware. Avoid the trap of ignoring approval cycles or external dependencies. Your role is to monitor the baseline closely and flag any variance early enough to take corrective action. Effective resource and capacity planning is crucial for multi-project environments. We must balance workloads to prevent team burnout and identify potential bottlenecks before they happen. By tracking utilization and remaining bandwidth, we ensure that teams remain effective and project delivery remains consistent. Dependencies can quickly block progress if not managed correctly. Whether internal, vendor-based, infrastructure-related, or regulatory, every dependency requires active follow-up. Proactive management involves identifying these factors early and ensuring all stakeholders are synchronized to avoid unnecessary delays. Once established, the project baseline is your ultimate reference. It covers scope, schedule, and cost. It is a formal commitment. The rule is simple: track against the baseline, not against assumptions. Protecting this baseline through disciplined management is key to maintaining project control. Projects will inevitably face change. The key is how you handle it. Our change control process ensures every request is documented, its impact is analyzed, and it is formally approved before updates are made to the baseline. This prevents scope chaos and keeps delivery aligned with our objectives. Tracking provides operational visibility. To be effective, tracking must be accurate, timely, and actionable. We focus on 4 key areas: progress, risks, dashboard metrics, and action items. These are the pillars that allow you to stay in control and keep management informed. Finally, progress tracking is the active comparison of reality against your plan. By monitoring milestones, release velocity, and any overdue items, you can act decisively. Remember the golden rule: if it isn't tracked, it isn't visible. And if it isn't visible, you cannot manage it. Now let's discuss variance tracking. Variance is simply the deviation from your approved baseline. By tracking this early, we can detect when execution drifts from the plan. This early detection enables us to initiate timely corrective actions and ensures we still meet our project commitments. We monitor 4 primary types of variance: schedule, which looks at timeline deviations; scope, which flags unauthorized changes; cost, which tracks budget overruns; and resource, which monitors capacity and allocation. PMO focus is on detecting these trends early to support the team with necessary adjustments. Steering committees often just want to know if the project is healthy. Instead of overwhelming them with charts, we use the red, yellow, green, or RAG status. Green means we are on track. Yellow signals emerging risks, requiring attention. Red indicates critical issues that demand immediate escalation and action. Effective RAG reporting is never based on guesswork. It must be rooted in objective evidence, your milestones, current variances, and identified risks. By using a consistent classification, you ensure that everyone, from developers to executives, has a shared understanding of the project's operational quality. To maintain control, we use the RAID framework: risks, actions, issues, and dependencies. This governance tool is essential for keeping visibility high. By centralizing these 4 elements, we ensure that nothing critical is missed and that every concern is assigned, tracked, and resolved effectively. As projects scale, information often becomes scattered across emails and chat messages. RAID management consolidates this, bringing order to the complexity. It provides PMOs with the structure to enforce accountability, maintain visibility, and ensure every team member knows exactly what they are responsible for. A core part of RAID is distinguishing between a risk and an issue. A risk is something that might happen. It requires a preventative focus. An issue is something that has already occurred and is impacting delivery. It requires a resolution focus. Knowing the difference ensures the right response. Action tracking is equally vital. Each action needs a clear owner and a specific due date. Without these, accountability disappears. PMOs should perform daily follow-ups to ensure these items are completed on time, escalating any overdue items immediately to prevent them from becoming project blockers. Governance succeeds when agreed-upon actions are consistently completed. Your follow-up routine creates the culture of transparency and accountability that your project needs. Remember, a clear escalation path for overdue actions is the safety net that prevents minor delays from turning into major project failures. Dashboards provide the delivery visibility your stakeholders crave. They should concisely answer if we are on schedule, which milestones are at risk if we have enough resources, and which issues require immediate attention. They are your control center for turning project data into actionable insights. Data quality is everything. Jira hygiene is the basis of your reporting. Stale tickets, incorrect assignees, or missing statuses lead to unreliable dashboards. Perform regular audits to keep your data clean. If stakeholders cannot trust your data, they cannot trust your governance decisions. Your governance cadence is the heartbeat of your project. Daily check-ins focus on immediate blockers. Weekly reviews cover milestones and RAID items. Monthly sessions analyze overall health, and quarterly reviews look at long-term trends. These routines are what keep your delivery predictable. We often see common failures: unrealistic planning, hidden dependencies, and lack of escalation. These aren't usually technical problems, they are governance failures. By maintaining discipline in your tracking and audit processes, you can prevent these issues before they accumulate and jeopardize your project. Measure your effectiveness with KPIs like milestone on-time rates, action overdue rates, and dashboard freshness. These targets aren't just numbers. They are the indicators of your project's operational health. Hitting these marks ensures you are providing the clarity leadership needs for confident decision-making. Finally, remember that as a PMO, you are an owner of operational visibility. You are not just updating tasks. You are helping the project stay predictable. Understand the context, detect the trends, and escalate with clarity. Your work turns project information into foresight for the entire team. To summarize, our journey through the mobile banking project highlighted 5 key areas. We must treat planning as a means to set a baseline, track progress for real visibility, maintain strict operational control, detect risks early, and uphold governance standards to ensure sustainable and scalable delivery. We have reached the end of the session, but the discussion is just beginning. Think about your current project environment. How do you manage planning variances? And what challenges do you face with tracking? Consider these questions as you look to implement the governance practices we explored today. Thank you for completing Module 4. You now have the foundations to ensure your projects remain visible, manageable, and predictable. If you have any follow-up questions, please reach out to me, Phuong, at the provided contact. I look forward to seeing you in our next module.